guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Today I want to take AGL Metal Cooler into Wicked Bloodline Extreme Super Battle Road. Now, when this guy dropped, I was actually quite a bit higher on him than most people. I feel like I have seen a lot of opinions sort of change for the better for this guy. It does seem like many people acknowledge that this is one of the better EZA-TURs that's currently out in the game. I really do value, I think, the performance of a couple of the EZA-TURs, which can be pretty sort of like rock steady. I think this guy, the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku, obviously EZA STR Cooler, the god, and Future Gohan, they can be a little bit more consistent, I think, than a lot of the other EZA-TURs, right? STR Namek Goku, Tech Vegito Blue, STR Rose, AGL Turles. These are characters that can have, like, huge, wild swings in their performance. I feel like with AGL Metal Cooler, that's not really something we're going to see as much. Maybe with my build, we might. So, I did give my Metal Cooler full dodge. Now, this can be a bit counterproductive, for sure, because Metal Cooler does have to be hit 5 times. But when you combine his whole kit, and then when you combine sort of the strength of the team, a lot of times when I'm using this Metal Cooler, I would rather dodge a super attack and not die, right? Like, I don't... Min-maxing every point of damage out of these characters is just usually not ideal. And I've already, dodged super attacks from Cell Max and the Metal Cooler Core and all these big bosses, so... I do like the idea of dodge on this guy. Again, more so because he's sort of like slapped onto this Wicked Bloodline team, which is, the team of the gods or something like that right now. Okay, so Metal Cooler, right? There's a couple of things about him. Okay, this is actually a decent first turn right here. So, Metal Cooler gets 1 key and 20% chance to crit if there's a superclass enemy, and if there's a pure Saiyan enemy. In this stage, which this is one of the harder stages in the game, we actually can take advantage of that, if you guys see, right? Bardock is superclass, and then, both Bardock and King Vegeta are also Saiyans. So, we're going to be able to take advantage of that in that fashion right there. Metal Cooler does also get 2 key at the start of turn as well, which can be pretty useful, right? Because, I mean, if we look at Metal Cooler's link set, he has Auto Regeneration, Nightmare, Thirst for Conquest, Strongest Clan in Space, Big Bad Bosses, Transform, and Fierce Battle. I mean, Strongest Clan in Space gives 2 key, sure, but this guy is giving himself so much key that we're not really ever going to see, I think, key sort of become an issue for Metal Cooler, which I think is pretty good. All right, a character that's not going to have key issues as a TUR is very helpful. Many characters, STR Kid Buu, AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, characters like that sort of have those, like, key abilities they're giving themselves as a TUR, which can be very good. These days, the very best characters really are doing a good job of being self-sufficient with key. It does help out quite a bit. Okay, Golden Frieza, wow, actually annihilated Bardock. Okay, sure. So, remember, Metal Cooler, his stats will go up as he's hit. Okay, this would be a perfect dodge right here. We'd love that. Okay, they get hit. 400 is a lot. And he is down to double digits on the normal attacks. Okay. That's a bit unfortunate. That's where the dodge would have really worked out well, right? Okay. We did receive a lot of damage, but then it gets healed all right back up. That's also the beauty of running triple Metal Cooler. So, AGL Metal Cooler heals 10% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received, which, of course, he was hit right there. So, he went ahead and healed us 10% at the end of the turn. And then the 2 LR Metal Coolers on this turn, they healed up 20% for us each. So, we got 50% HP healing the second that last turn ended. Like, that's what can get crazy with this team, right? You truly can build and feel immortal with this Wicked Bloodline team these days. It does get pretty nuts, right? Just like jumping in there and casually just being like, okay, like, who cares? What are you gonna do to us, right? Okay, pretty good. So now we're gonna have All right, this rotation is not going to be quite as good for Metal Cooler, just the way our rotations sort of lined up for us. We have full Golden Friezas. Yeah, this is not ideal, actually. Okay. Let's Super Goku with Golden Frieza. And then I'm going to Super Raditz with Metal Cooler right here. So Metal Cooler does lower enemy attack and defense on a super attack effect, which of course can be very, very good, right? So that will be helpful for us. This is kind of a tough turn right here. This is also kind of bad because, you know, Metal Cooler's got stuff like Big Bad Bosses and Thirst for Conquest, which we don't have activated right here. I mean, I have quite a few characters that can activate them, but it's like, you know, sort of cycling them around. Maybe, I guess I could have brought the Int LR Metal Cooler army. Maybe instead of the TUR Golden Frieza, might have worked out a little bit better. I guess one thing about this AGL Metal Cooler, right, is that it's like, you know, maybe we'd want to run them on rotation with like Final Form Cooler. We could, you know, put Final Form Cooler in slot 2 and this Metal Cooler in slot 1. And, you know, with my full dodge build, maybe hope for dodges or something like that. But, I mean, this is not a character, for the most part, we want in like slot 1 and stuff like that. Okay, if he eats a couple of these, perfect. Okay. That's not with the attack debuff. That's not too bad. And now, actually, we're fully built up. Okay, I guess that was pretty good right there. That was Metal Cooler completely eating all of that, and like, you know, obviously he wasn't built up at all. Now he is. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. So now look at us, right? Now, we're at full health. And Metal Cooler is going to be fully built up for next turn. That's going to be beautiful. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see what his stats look like on the next turn. We aren't going to be able to activate a lot of his big links again, though, because one other sort of negative part about running AGL Metal Cooler is that if we're going to do the Wicked Bloodline team, which is where he has a 200%. Remember, we could run him on Final Form Cooler's team, but he does not have a 200% leader skill on that team, right? He's only at 170, because Metal Cooler is not on Transformation Boost. So that's why I wanted to run the Wicked Bloodline setup here. And then we're running 3 Metal Coolers now on this Wicked Bloodline setup, right? It's just stunning how, like, easy it is to dominate this stage now, man. Like, I've tested out a bunch of characters in this stage during the celebration, because I feel like if we're going to jump into an Extreme Super Battle Road stage, I feel like in terms of how tough they are, it's probably like Goku family, Vegeta family, this, and then like Movie Hero, Extreme Super Battle Roads, right? Because, I mean, makes sense. These are, you know, 4 of the newest stages. And it's just like, damn, dude, the way we just completely destroy it is pretty crazy. Okay, so let's see what Metal Cooler's stats look like on this next turn. Again, this is going to be us without some of his big links activated right here. Okay, he's at 400k. That's no Big Bad Bosses, no Auto Regeneration, no Thirst for Conquest, right? So it's like, it definitely could be solid. The one thing I wish they would have given this Metal Cooler is his super attack effect. He gets 30% attack and then lowers enemy attack and defense. I feel like they should have given Metal Cooler 30% defense on super attack. I don't think any character that comes out these days should have whatchamacallit. I don't think any character that comes out these days should come out without defense raising on their super attack, right? It's just so important when these bosses are doing as much damage as they are. Yeah, there we go. Just easy double digits, right? Then we super attack. We're going to debuff the enemy, right? Remember, by getting hit, we are receiving the 10% heal at the end of the turn. We're actually, we have the, you know, our crit from the hit of potential system, but then there's also the crit because we're fighting superclass and pure Saiyan enemies. So there is just a lot that Metal Cooler brings to the table for these stages, right? Like, he's pretty decent. We also could do the giant transformation if our HP falls below 50%. I don't know how realistic that is, though, for, like, these bosses in here to actually be able to do that to us. Because it's like we're just, you know, pretty casually disintegrating them. I'm going to do this right here. Just focus fire on the Goku to make sure that Goku is not able to one-shot Final Form Cooler, and then we'll be good right here, alright? I do like running the triple metal cooler setup, though. I actually do enjoy it quite a bit, because when we're running a triple metal cooler setup, the healing, right, all 3 metal coolers heal at the end of the turn when they take damage, and then the 2 LR metal coolers are healing so much at the start of turn, so it's just we're cycling so much healing on a team that has characters like, you know, LR Golden Frieza, the TUR Golden Friezas, Final Form Cooler. It is very difficult for Final Form Cooler to get KO'd as well. Like, if you're running this guy in slot 2, and you have, you know, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest activated, it is very difficult for Final Form Cooler to just get wiped away, right? You basically have to be fighting, like, Red Zone Metal Cooler, or Red Zone Broly, or something like that, or Cellmax, in order for this Final Form Cooler to actually get, like, killed, right? Especially, you know, if you get good luck with his super attacks, he can just do so much damage, right? Alright, and there's the healing right back up. I guess let's do this. I just want to see, this is actually probably me throwing the fight. I don't care about winning, though. It's more so I just want to see Metal Cooler in these situations. The thing is, doing this, we get Thirst for Conquest activated. Unfortunately, I like this tech free-to-play cooler, but he doesn't have Big Bad Bosses, which is unfortunate. And then Golden Frieza doesn't have Big Bad Bosses either. Alright, let's aim for this Trunks right here. Again, we very likely will die right here with the tech cooler, but my priority on this turn is actually just seeing how AGL Metal Cooler does in slot 1 right here. I just want to see him against these hits. Yep, there's a dodge, that's fine. Pretend that the dodge right there was a super attack. That's it. I have had this boy dodge numerous super attacks before, man. Listen, I'm telling y'all, several of these characters, right? Majin Vegeta, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku, this AGL Metal Cooler. I do not have... Oh, LR Janemba as well. I don't have any regrets going full dodge. I remember when I gave Janemba full dodge, people were telling me I didn't know anything about the game. And it's like, dude, every time I give it to these characters, I feel very comfortable about it, right? There's a reason. It's because not every character needs to be coming out here, you know, min-maxing every point of damage they have. At some point, you have to be able to survive the hits that the bosses are dishing out as well. I think that is very, very important, right? Giving you that little bit of extra ability is pretty helpful. Okay, so this should be the end of this fight right here. I can't imagine Vegeta and Trunks are going to survive this turn. So let me know what you guys think of AGL EZA Metal Cooler. I think he's pretty good. I think he's right on the level where he's about good enough to run across pretty much all the content in the game. You certainly could bring him into these really, really tough red zone fights. I mean, you want to be bringing him into a fight, you know, that definitely doesn't have a tech phase and, you know, potentially, you know, more so has like an STR phase in it. But I do think that this AGL Metal Cooler can definitely perform very well throughout a lot of the times I've seen. It does help that, you know, you're running him with these other metal coolers, and then he's just helping you, like, constantly regen your HP, right? As he's regenning it with the other LR metal coolers, you're keeping your health up high, so that the Golden Friezas can do their thing defensively, so that Final Form Cooler can continue to decimate the enemies as well. I really, really like the current build of the Wicked Bloodline team and a lot of the options that are available for the team, right? So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.